Hello, Joe from Talco Construction. This is Joel from JND SEO. Spoke briefly on the phone today, and I told you I'd send you the video over. So I'm going to show you 3 ways that you can beat your competition online. And I don't want to waste your time, Joe. I don't want to waste mine, so I'm going to make this as quick as possible. If at the end of the video you want to hear some more information, let's set up a 10-minute phone call. If not, no problem. I'm going to give you some free tips in it. You guys could actually go ahead and apply them right to your site. All right, so first things first, I found your Facebook page, Joe. And on here you do have the link to your page. However, when I clicked that link, we did not find your page. So I'm not sure if your site, is just down, or if actually you need to renew it, or if you're working on it currently. One other thing I will note, your site is not secure right now, which is obviously a bit of a threat, potentially. But the other thing too is that Google will actually kind of dock you for that, in how they rank your site as well. All right, but what I want to do is, so I'm going to kind of compare. Normally I would talk about content, so what I'm going to do is talk about a competitor. So I'm looking for about 1,500 words of content on a homepage. And here, let's see, Advantage has probably, maybe 400 words of content on their homepage. So I really want about 15. And the reason why is because Google will actually go through your page and count all your content and rank you higher if you have more content on your page. But the more important reason is that the more content you have, the more keywords and keyword phrases you can actually put into that content. So I put in roofing Orlando, Florida here as an example. It's a great keyword for volume. There's a lot of people who do search it, but even more important, it's what new customers search. So we can kind of look through their eyes when they do a search looking for services. First thing they are going to see is these ads at the top of almost any Google search, especially services. And basically businesses are just paying to be seen first, hoping that that customer will click their site and use them, right? Second thing they're going to see is this map section, right? And this is just the top 3 companies based on citations in this little preview screen. And what this means is that they've just got their business name, address, phone number listed into more directory sites than other companies, or stronger ones. These are sites like Yelp, Yellow Pages, Home Advisor, Better Business Bureau, just to name a few. And then a third, after this, if they haven't seen you yet, they're going to find you hopefully in the organic section. This is where we start seeing companies show up with their websites. These do not show up randomly. They all show up based on Google's algorithm and formula. We now have talked about 2 parts of that, which is content and keywords. And so there's 10 results per page. Remember that, because we'll talk about that in a little bit. But they also show up in reference to our keyword roofing Orlando, Florida. So we can rank these based on our keywords. So number 1 would be Home Advisor, which is a directory. 2 would be Roofing Advantage, which is the company, of course. 3 would be Better Business Bureau, a directory. And 4 would be Yelp, which is also a directory. Even though I couldn't find your site active, I could still put it into Ahrefs with your web address. So I could kind of see how your site was doing. So I do see that you didn't have a header on your page. If you have your business name up here, it will make it a little easier for Google to find you. You had 17 referring domains. These are just websites that you have links on. When people click those links, it sends them back to your page, Talco Construction. And you had basically 44 links on the 17 pages that was sending people back. You guys didn't have any keywords currently, and these are what really drive the visitors to your site. It's like what we use, Roofing Orlando, Florida. And so because there was no keywords, we weren't showing up for any visitors. This is per month. We weren't seeing any of those either. So what I'm going to do is run over to Advantage Roofing over here. I'll put them into Ahrefs as well. 132 referring domains, over 2,500 links. Almost 300 keywords they can be found for in searches or keyword phrases, and that's driving about 814 visitors to their site per month. So we can actually click their keywords and see where their traffic's coming from. First thing we see, Roofing Orlando. So 150 people do search this just like that every single month, and they are number 1 for that. So they're going to get the biggest percentage of the 150. Next up, Orlando Roofing, 200 people do search it, and they're in the 2nd position for that. Third, Roofing Repair Orlando, 250, and they are number 5 for that one. Advantage Roofing is their company name, and that's people who are searching it, people who know them by that name. It's people that probably already know them, right? It's going to be referrals, repeat customers. Potentially they saw their name on a sign or a truck and called as well. So these will bring in the new customers, and this is going to bring in some of their referrals. We do have some more here as well, but you can see the general theme all in the top 10, most of these in the top 5, which is going to give you bigger percentages of that total volume. All right, so Joe, that's just a little bit about content backlink citations. If you want to get your site up, whether you're working on it, it is something I can do as well. We'd want to get the content on there, get that thing full of keywords, and get those keywords ranking in the top 10, if not top 5 or top 3, and really start getting you that traffic. Imagine even 100 visitors to your site. How many calls would that be? Even if it was 20, right, which is pretty low percentage, but if it was 20 calls, per month, how many of those 20 would turn into estimates? How many of those estimates would turn into customers for you and jobs? And that would be every month. All right, Joe, 10 minutes if you want to hear more about it. I will check in with you in a day or two just to find out what you thought of the video. But thank you for your time. I appreciate it, and have a great night.